keep hearing talk of people saying that I should retire or I'm gonna retire soon or whatever. I ain't retiring anywhere. I've got 2 fights with Usyk for the undisputed twice. Then I'm gonna fight AJ at least once, maybe twice if there's a rematch, if he wants one, after the first battering I give him.
After losing to Usyk, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury had previously stated that he had no intention of retiring. He expressed his disappointment after the fight, claiming that the judges had deceived him.
Give up, boys! Fucking rip me off there. Just run.
He made an interesting remark in his recent evaluation of the Pain Gain podcast about True Geordie.
You know, he started this week off bullying a man half his size, and Tyson Fury ended this week off getting bullied by a man half his size. Is that karma? I think that might be karma. Oh, the little
The boxing community has been outspoken in its criticism of the Gypsy King following the fight. But what did they say about Tyson Fury's retirement? Watch this video to find out the truth following his most recent loss to Oleksandr Usyk. As of right now, Tyson Fury's boxing career is in doubt since, despite his best efforts, the Ukrainian boxer proved to be too powerful for the Gypsy King and won by a close split decision victory. It should come as no surprise that many people are speculating about the former champion's future after Tyson Fury suffered his first unwanted defeat in his 16-foot career. The Gypsy King has already addressed questions about his retirement, saying early in the year that he has 5 major matches planned in addition to the rematch with Usyk and Francis Ngannou. He also talked about the highly anticipated fight between Anthony Joshua and the British team following the fight this past weekend. Following the U.S. defeat, Fury reaffirmed that he had no plans to retire.
War, but make no mistake, I won that fight in my opinion, and I'll be back. I got a rematch clause. You know, I thank Jesus for all the victories he's given me. I've had a split decision loss with a good little man, and I thank him again in the mighty name of Jesus.
Consequently, Tyson, despite his belief that he won, Fury believes he won most of the rounds. He praised Usyk's work and recognized the difficulty of boxing decisions. Fury is courteous and is eager for the fight. Fury mentions the rematch clause in the contract and says he plans to activate it, aiming for a fight in October. He plans to unwind, spend time with his loved ones, and prepare for the next conflict. Fury is dedicated to regaining his title and appreciates the help of his teammates and fans for the time being. Frank Warren, the promoter of Furious, reiterated the rematch condition and stated that it will happen in compliance with the terms of the contract, emphasizing that Fury will have the last say. However, by stating that he is ready for vengeance and willing to put on another thrilling encounter, Usyk showed that he was ready for the rematch. What was the response from the boxing community to the Usyk readiness for their rematch? The British journalist Tony Hart's remark caught us off guard the most.
And then I'm not surprised because I did pick him to win. Because I do think that Tyson is in decline. And I think if they have the return on October the 12th, Usyk will win even bigger.
Hart started off by complimenting Usyk on his excellent performance and saying that he had been expecting Usyk to win. He claimed that Fury was deteriorating and voiced doubts about the boxer's future chances. Hart noted that the 9th round was extremely concerning for Fury, underscoring how close Fury was to being stopped. According to Hart, the bell saved Fury's life in that specific round. He reiterated his belief that Fury was past his best and questioned if a rematch was really required. According to Hart, a repeat in October would likely see Usyk win even more handily. Hart thought about the limited options available to the newly crowned undisputed world heavyweight champion. Given Anthony Joshua's 2 losses to Usyk, he ruled out the possibility of a third bout between the two of them as he thought about Usyk's future. Hart still believed Usyk would prevail, even though he acknowledged that there might still be interest in a rematch in London. As he concluded his studies, Hart hailed Usyk and proclaimed him the greatest heavyweight since Lennox Lewis. It was this beautiful commendation that emphasized the heart's pleasure for Ye's boxing prowess and achievements. Johnny Nelson, a former professional boxer, added, "We deserve to win." He underlined that both boxers must work hard and give it their all. He praised Usyk ability to withstand intense hits and remain true to his strategy throughout the battle, referring to him as reliable. Nelson blasted Fury's tactics, stating that it was a grave error for him to focus on outboxing and shouting Usyk rather than utilizing his size and fighting skills.
I think Oleksandr Usyk, what a man! What a feat he achieved. Because he had to dig in deep. It wasn't just one-way
TRA and demonstrated that Fury's ostentatious attempts to enter Usyk's head had been unsuccessful. He underlined that Fury ignored his physical characteristics, such as his size, strength, and reach, which had formerly made him a fearsome boxer. Nelson noted that Fury's performance was inconsistent throughout the fight and that he lacked the offensive intensity that had won fights in the past, particularly against Deontay Wilder. In line of Fury's future, Nelson expressed skepticism regarding a rematch, saying that Fury would struggle to recover psychologically from this defeat and would even contemplate quitting fighting. Nelson made a suggestion that if Fury loses faith in his own abilities, he might not be able to go back into the ring with the same assurance. Nelson also talked about the dynamics in Fury's camp, criticizing the excessive number of voices and yes, guys, which he said might have played a part in Fury's supper performance. Underlined the importance of having informed and reliable advisors who can provide insightful commentary on a potential rematch. Fury would need to completely alter his strategy and focus more on offensive aggression. According to Nelson, from the start, he believed that given his superior boxing IQ, Fury would most likely lose again if he did not change his approach. The bout was recently examined by legendary eventer Holyfield, who had previously predicted Usyk would win. "I had never witnessed someone get harmed before, but he proved to me that he was also capable of fighting from within." Nelson compared Usyk to other heavyweight greats and discussed the fight's wider ramifications in his closing remarks. Nelson also said he didn't think any heavyweight could beat Gus right now. "You know that I am talking to you, and that I have never met him before." Holyfield praised both fighters for their performances, stating that the fight showed their skill and perseverance. This was Holyfield's first time seeing Tyson. He pointed out that he highlighted Fury's indoor fighting prowess, which was put to the test against Usyk because Fury suffered severe injuries in a fight, and that Holyfield was overcome by Usyk's incredible recuperation from an injury, something he had never seen before. He also emphasized that both boxers displayed resilience and adaptability, two attributes that are crucial to the sport. According to Holyfield, Fury seemed relaxed throughout the first 6 rounds of the fight, but that seemed to alter when he continued to blot his nose. It appears that this occurrence swung the balance in favor of the United States. Unexpected incidents like this are a part of the sport. According to Holyfield, therefore both combatants had to adjust to the challenges they faced. He praised them for their ability to adapt and continue fighting, demonstrating their desire to win. Discussing Usyk's accomplishments, the significance of maintaining the uncontested title in 2 weight classes was discussed by Holyfield. The U.S. performance solidified its position as the only heavyweight champion, he said, calling it an amazing accomplishment. By drawing on his personal experience as the unquestioned champion and another legend, Holyfield emphasized the status and acclaim that accompanies such a title. Who shared his sentiments? Forsen Lisa is furious. When? I thought the fight was great. Prior to Tyson's imprisonment, I thought their fight was fairly excellent. With his hands clearly down, I thought he was leading the way. Lewis highlighted several key points about Fury's performance and the mechanics of the fight. Lewis began by saying that he was looking forward to the fight. Lewis pointed out a crucial moment that changed the outcome of the fight, but he praised both boxers for their efforts, stating that the battle was great and showed their skills and determination. Fury's hands down are being caught. Lewis claimed that up until a pivotal moment when he was caught with his hands down, Fury was in control of the fight and performing well. This defensive error was exploited by Usyk, who was able to change the outcome to his advantage. Lewis emphasized that a solid defense is necessary for boxing, and it wounded him that he was unable to provide one at a critical juncture. Although he stressed that Fury's hands being dropped rendered him more vulnerable to Usyk's precise and powerful blows, Lewis said he needed to revisit the bout in order to provide a more complete analysis. When assessing the overall performance, Usyk earned the advantage because Fury's flow was disrupted by this defensive failure. Lewis commended both fighters for their contributions to making the fight exciting and intense, but he also stressed that a single defensive mistake or lapse in focus might decide a bout. Lewis' observations highlighted the need of maintaining concentration and adopting a strong defensive posture. In the meantime, legendary boxing promoter Bob Arum stirred things up when he said that Tyson Fury won a close fight. If Fury won the first round, we'll see if the judges agree with me in a rematch. Arum believed Fury had done enough to win the bout. Thus, he was looking for a rematch. Arum began by praising the fighter's skill and describing the bout as a good duel. However, he admitted that two judges gave the bout different scores, which resulted to Usyk's victory by decision. He adamantly stated that he believed Fury had prevailed. When asked if he was enthusiastic for a repetition to happen, Arum mentioned the discrepancy between his evaluation and the judges' marks and claimed he had faith in Fury's ability to exact by expressing his conviction that Fury had the skills and would require them to fight Usyk in a rematch. Revenge. Arum's trust in the fighter's chances of winning a rematch was evidence of his belief in Fury's potential. Ra also discussed specifics of the altercation that could have influenced the judge's decision. He acknowledged that Fury allowed Usyk to rejoin the fight in the middle rounds, but he emphasized that Fury had gained an early lead by winning 5 of the first 6 rounds, regardless of the judge's ruling. This shift of momentum might have had a significant impact on the judge's score for the bout. In support of his claim that Fury should have won, Arum seemed to be arguing that Fury's dominating performance in the opening few rounds demonstrated that his overall success was unaffected by the second half of the bout. How do you feel about the responses? Rum's comments revealed his long-standing belief in Fury's ability to bounce back from this setback. Do you agree with Bob Rum? Was Fury victorious here? Tell us all of that in the comments section below. For the time being, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more videos like this one. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you in the next video. To get the latest notifications, turn on the bell.